Hello, and welcome to the Sheila C Hill Show. And the C stands for come on in this room and have a sit down so we can chit chat for a little while. Now, the Sheila C Hill Show is the ultimate go-to podcast for ambitious individuals who want to live a more fulfilling and successful life, to get valuable insights, expert tips, and inspiring stories to help you improve your lifestyle, grow your business, and enhance your emotional being. Now, in every episode, you'll gain practical tips and insightful wisdom in the company of a supportive community of like-minded individuals, which I call the Thrive Tribe. Yes, the Thrive Tribe. So when you join and you're a regular listener, that's what you become, a part of our Thrive Tribe. And I love it. But if you're new and this is your first time, I'm your host, Sheila C Hill, and I would like to say to you, hello, hola, bonjour, ¿cómo está? Ni hao. Howdy. And what's up, y'all? What's going on, my people? I am so excited that you're here. And in today's episode, we will continue our series on being an entrepreneur is not for the weak at heart. Believe me. Oh, we talked about this on the last episode because there's so many different levels and challenges that we face. And listen, I know this could be about a 10 to 12, 15 part series because there's so many different levels. But in part one of this series, I talked about how being an entrepreneur is like riding a roller coaster with all the twists and all the turns. And then I talked about how important it is for us to focus on our mental health and practice self-care. Now, if you missed it, it's okay. It's okay. You can go back and watch the episode before this one and learn all about that roller coaster life of being an entrepreneur. Now, listen, today, woo, baby, we about to dive into a topic that many of us struggle. And I say us because I am the first partaker because, baby, when we talk about this subject today, we're talking about imposter syndrome. Yes. Woo. I know. Let's just take a moment. Let it all in. Let it all out. Imposter syndrome. Oh, my goodness. This topic really needs to be discussed. And a lot of times we talk about it, but we really don't understand the depthness of it. But we're going to talk about how it affects us and, most importantly, the steps to overcome it. So, are you ready? Are you ready to put the work in and get started? Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's talk about this. All right. Now, what is imposter syndrome? Okay, so we're going to talk about it. Imposter syndrome it's a common feeling that we may experience experienced by so many people, not just entrepreneurs, but celebrities, movie stars, great figures of people. And it refers to the belief that you don't deserve your success and that you're not as capable or talented as others think you are. Now, it's a feeling like you're a fraud or an imposter. That's where it comes, imposter syndrome. And you feel like you're a fraud even though you've achieved significant accomplishments. And you know you're the bomb. You know you're super dope. You know you're all of this. but that comes to you that you feel like you're a fraud. Now, when entrepreneurs have imposter syndrome, and I'm going to say entrepreneurs because this is where it's more focused, but this could be anyone, not just entrepreneurs. But oftentimes we doubt ourselves and worry that we are exposed, that someone is going to expose us as being incompetent or incapable. Now, they may think that, as you go through the process, you may think that your achievements are just a result of, I'm just got lucky. It's not really me. I'm not really skilled in that manner. You may feel like it's luck or external factors, or rather, or it can be it's in my genes. It comes from my family. So you push off and you deflect, and you think it's because of luck or external factors rather than your own skills and your own hard work. Now, this feeling can be quite overwhelming, to say the least. Listen, and it can lead to self-doubt, anxiety, and a fear of failure. Whew, I know. Let's just take a breath right there. Let's just go over that again. Okay. The feeling can be overwhelming, and it can lead to self-doubt, anxiety, and the fear of failure. It also may prevent you from taking risk or pursuing new opportunities because you constantly feel inadequate. So when an opportunity comes your way, you're going to be like, oh no, that's not me. That's for someone else. And you feel like you're not adequate enough. And it may pass right on by you. So we're going to work on this today, okay? And it's important to understand that imposter syndrome is not based on reality. Imposter syndrome is not based on reality. That is not reality. We have to understand that. And many successful people, entrepreneurs, just people in general, even though they are highly capable and accomplished, and they can have the arm of banner of and all the charms and all the awards around their neck, they can be really accomplished, but because they feel inadequate, imposter syndrome slips in. And even though they're highly capable, it is a psychological phenomenon that stems from our own self-perception. Okay? It's a psychological. Remember, I said it's not reality. It is a psychological phenomenon that stems from our own self-perception and the high expectations we set for ourselves. Come on. Sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves. Okay? But we're going to do better. We're going to do better. After this, we're going to work on it and we're going to do better. Now, if you are an entrepreneur or you're a person dealing with imposter syndrome, it can be helpful to recognize that it is common. It is a common experience, and there are many others that feel the exact same way. But you must remember to celebrate your achievements and remind yourself of your skills and your abilities because you are super dope. You have to remind yourself this. And you must surround yourself with supportive people, with supportive network of people who believe you and your abilities. Now, most importantly, Try not to let imposter syndrome hold you back from pursuing your goals and your dreams. Okay? I just don't want you to feel like you're in this by yourself. And sometimes you can't put a word to it. And a lot of people may not say that as imposter syndrome, but they can describe it. And what they're describing is imposter syndrome. Or so many people use it loosely. But I want you to understand, don't feel alone. Hey, I have battled with imposter syndrome as well. And there's so many others that have. There's many high profile people that have acknowledged that they deal with imposter syndrome as well. One to mention is actor and producer Ryan Reynolds. I don't know, you may know him from movies like Deadpool. He has revealed his battles with imposter syndrome. Listen, he often questions his abilities and success, feeling like he's just winging it. Ryan Reynolds feels like he's just winging it. I know there's plenty out there that feel the same way. I too, I was just like, oh, am I really doing this? What if they they try to find me out? I'm just playing it by ear. I'm winging it, but I do have those abilities. But it was just the fact of just questioning it. Listen, now, if we just regular old folk, but not really, we're not regular folk because we VIP, baby. We're part of Sheila's Thrive Tribe right here on the Sheila C Hill Show. Now, let's look at, okay, there's another actress, Oscar-winning actress Emma Stone. She has shared her experience as well about dealing with imposter syndrome. She mentioning that she often questions her talent and feels like she's tricked people into thinking she's a good actress. Right. Emma Stone deals with imposter syndrome. She's an Oscar winner and she deals with imposter syndrome. Another one you may know, of course, we know world-renowned tennis player Serena Williams, legendary tennis player Serena Williams, and she has spoken often about feeling like an imposter, and she was struggling with self-doubt despite her numerous, Grand Slam victories, known from all over the world and being considered one of the greatest athletes of all times. And she has dealt with imposter syndrome and she's spoken on it many times. So listen, this is a real thing. And as we said, it's not reality. It is psychological. So we have to think and we have to pull ourselves. I'm going to give you some steps in a moment of how to pull yourself out of it. Let's go over a few more people that I know have actually spoke on it. Let's see, Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou, the late poet and author, she confessed to frequently dealing with imposter syndrome throughout her career, right? The great late poet and author, she felt that at any moment, somebody was going to expose her as a fraud. Woo! Wow, really? And we look at these people as, oh, they're great. They got it together. They all of this, as we used to say back in the day, you all of this in a bag of chips and a big gulp. But she dealt with imposter syndrome. She thought people was going to say, oh, you're a fraud. Okay, now, the former First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama, has openly, guys, shared her experiences with imposter syndrome. Y'all know she's a bad mama jamma. But despite her accomplishments and achievements, she admitted to doubting herself and feeling like she doesn't belong in certain spaces. The former First Lady of the United States felt like she does not belong in certain spaces. This is real talk. And that's why we're talking about this today, because there's so much that we can do to better ourselves. But these are just a few examples of celebrities who have been open about their struggles with imposter syndrome. And it shows that this phenomenon, it can affect individuals from all walks of life, regardless of their fame and accomplishments. That's why I really wanted to take this time to make this a part of the series and show you all that it's not just you, you're not alone. At this time, we're going to pause and go to a commercial break. This episode is brought to you by a House of Hemp CBD dispensary. Are you looking for relief from pain, insomnia, or anxiety? I too was there. I was taking over 21 pills and supplements a day until I found CBD. CBD oil helped relieve my pain, anxiety, and depression. I was able to wean myself off of all of my medicines. Yes, even my opioids. Listen, you can shop ahouseofhemp.com for various ways to get CBD into your system to help you as well. You can get them in gummy form, flower form, or oil form, as I mentioned earlier. Listen, you can get your sleepy gummies, you can get your CBD gummies, your Delta 8 gummies, or even your Delta 9 gummies at ahouseofhemp.com. Awesome. Thanks to A House of Hemp for being our sponsor for our episode on today. Now, if you're getting any value thus far from the show, I ask that you please subscribe, follow, and share. Join our Thrive Tribe, and it is a growing community of like-minded individuals who are dedicated to personal growth and achieving business success and living your best lives. So join the Thrive Tribe here at the Sheila C Hill Show and follow, like, and share today. Now, before the commercial break, we mentioned that imposter syndrome refers to the belief that you don't deserve your success and that you're not capable or as talented as others think you are. We also spoke about many of the celebrities and high-profile people that have acknowledged that they deal with imposter syndrome. Now, imposter syndrome can make us doubt our abilities. Listen, fear, being exposed as fraud, and hinder our progress. But remember, I want you to remember this. You are not alone. You are not alone. So today we're going to explore 7 practical steps to help you on your journey towards self-belief and confidence. All right, here we go. Let's get ready. I want you to jot these down. If you're able to jot them down or type them in your phone and your notes, I really want you to be able to reflect back when you have this imposter syndrome that comes through. Then you can go back and check out these steps and be able to assist you. All right, here we go. Step 1, recognize and acknowledge imposter syndrome. Okay, that's the first step of overcoming imposter syndrome, is to recognize and acknowledge that you're actually experiencing it. Don't be in denial. It's okay. Understand that it's a common feeling that even accomplished individuals face self-doubt. So by acknowledging it, you take away some of its power over you. So you get the power back. You get your power back. All right, step 2. Woo! Step 2. This is a good one. Challenge negative self-talk. Imposter syndrome often comes from negative self-talk. talk where you just continue to focus on your flaws and your perceived flaws. It may not be a flaw to other people, it just may be what you perceive as a flaw. So, to overcome this challenge, you really have to overcome the negative thoughts. You need to replace them with positive affirmations and remind yourself of your achievements and your capabilities. Surround yourself with supportive people who can provide a more balanced perception. This is so key to be around the right people. And this is why I like the Thrive Tribe here on the Sheila C Hill Show, because sometimes we just don't have that around us. We're in an environment, we don't have the positive people around us. So it's really hard to get around and to understand that support. And listen, a lot of times I go to conferences because, listen, I need to, it's like your tank when you're running out of gas, you need to fill up. Sometimes I go to conferences or I go to retreats or different things that's going to help me rejuvenate or gas me up, right? So that's what you may have to do. But for any means, you need to surround yourself with supportive people. This is going to help you because they're going to speak into your life and they're going to let you know who you are and what they perceive you to be, and put positive things back into you when you're just totally focusing on the negative and nitpicking those things or your flaws or different things. So that is very important. So we're going to challenge that negative self-talk. We're going to stop it. No, no, no. Okay. No, no, no. All right, let's go with step 3. Embrace imperfections and failure as learning opportunities. Step 3, embrace imperfections and failure as learning opportunities. Listen, I know. We have to embrace it. Embrace the fact that we're not perfect. Embrace the fact that no one is perfect. Accept that making mistakes and facing failures are part of the growth process. You do want to grow, right? Just like a baby growing up and the toddler, when you try to potty train them, they make mistakes, but they have to learn from it. And you have to teach them, they have to continue to learn through the process from their mistakes. The same thing as we go through life, we must learn. So instead of seeing your failures and your imperfections as proof of your incompetence, view them as a valuable lesson that contribute to your personal and professional development. So you must embrace it because you have it and you deserve it. All right, step 4, focus on your strengths and accomplishments. You know, so many times if you ask one of your friends and you said, what's something you don't like about yourself? You know, that list is going to go on and on and on. No, I don't like my nose. I don't know, like my lips, my ears, my hair, my hips, my toes, my toenails. You're going to just go have a list just going of the things that you don't like. But when it comes to, if someone says, what is your strengths? It's going to be hard because we focus so much on our imperfections and what we're not good at or what we're not capable of, that we feel that we never focus on the strengths. That's what I want you to do, is make a list and write down your strengths. What are your strengths? Take time to reflect on your strengths, your skills, your past accomplishments. And we just don't use this when it's time for a resume to move to another job. We need to do this on a regular basis to let us know how dope we are, okay? We are VIP and we are worthy. So once you make that list of your achievements, it will remind yourself of all the challenges you've overcome. So listen, recognize your worth. And with you bring and not just your worth, but recognize what you bring to the table. What you bring to the table when you go to meetings or when you meet someone for the first time. Understand that you have value. And when you do that, it's going to counteract your imposter feelings. That's why it's so important to do that on a regular basis. So when that imposter feeling comes in, you can just be like, oh no, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. I am dope. Oh yeah, I overcame this, I overcame that. I'm the first in this generation to do this. I'm the first to do that. I am dope. Okay, so make sure you focus on that. Most definitely. All right, here we go. Now, here is step 5. Step 5, seek support and share your feelings. Yes, your feelings. I know. We want to get caught up in ourselves. We don't want nobody to know our business. I don't want you to know my business. Okay, well, you just gonna sink in that sea in that ship all by yourself. It's so important to reach out, but be careful, be selective. Reach out to trusted friends, or you may have a mentor or a coach, a support group, so you can share your experiences with imposter syndrome. Because oftentimes discussing your feelings with others can provide a reassurance and perceptive, and it's going to help your perception of yourself increase, and it's going to increase your perspective as well when you hear other people speak. Now remember, I cannot say this enough, you're not alone. You are not alone. And opening up can create a sense of community and support. This is very important. And sometimes, listen, you're going to have to just put that pride on down, okay? Put it on down to the ground where it needs to be. Because we're like, I don't want anyone to think that I have problems because I am perfect and I live the Instagram life. That life is a fake, baby. For real, for real. That's no imposter syndrome there. That's not real. What you see on social media, it ain't real. Okay? People out here just living a life that ain't them. I can go on. That can be a whole nother episode. But right now, we're going to focus on reaching out to support and allowing yourself to be vulnerable at times to the right people, of course, and really focus on getting some people around you that will support you. All right, here we go. Step 6, embrace growth mindset and continuous learning. Whew. Now, that growth mindset, when you're open to growth, embrace it. Understanding that your abilities and skills can improve over time. Emphasize the process of learning and development rather than solely focusing on immediate results. Now, y'all know we are a microwave society. Listen, we want it right there. We want it done. I had my little niece over here. We was working on making some cookies, and it was like, okay, let's put them in the oven. And no sooner we close the door, are they ready yet? What? It's only been a minute, baby. Are they ready yet? Because we're so used to instant results. We're so used to rapid, that microwave life. We have to understand that it is a process. We have to go through the process, and we have to develop and focus on what is immediate right here where we are. And we also, as we're developing that growth mindset, we have to stay curious. Don't get stagnated and you just think where you are, you're good. Stay curious and seek new knowledge. Seek different places that you can go and reading books and checking out various YouTube videos or whatever that brings you that more learning experience, and challenge yourself to expand your comfort zone. Listen, We so comfortable. We be sitting in our lazy chair with our house shoes on, in our pajamas, and we just chilling because we are comfortable. How can you grow if you're comfortable? How can you grow if you're too comfortable where you're not seeking out new knowledge, where you're not challenging yourself? This is so important to continue to grow. This is going to help you in that imposter syndrome. Try to sneak on in and try to nestle up right beside you and hang out with you. No, it is not good. Listen, my great grandmother used to say, that is ungood, baby. That's ungood. So I'm telling you guys today, that is ungood, baby. No, don't do that, boo boo. No, we need to stop being comfortable and challenge ourselves as well. Okay, here we go. Step 7, celebrate your successes. Yay! Celebrate your successes no matter how big or small they are. You need to take time to acknowledge your progress and give yourself some credit for your hard work, doggone it. You've got to celebrate yourself. You've worked hard. Take the time, even if it's the small wins, take time, pause, celebrate, pat yourself on the back, do what you have to do, and celebrate it. Also, celebrate the milestones. And when you do that, it boosts your confidence and it helps you to, combat that imposter syndrome. Yeah, just knock it on down. It's like, yes, I am celebrating myself. And a lot of people don't do that because a lot of times they feel like, oh, I'm bragging, I'm boastful. People may think I'm boastful, I'm bragging. No, listen, I look at it different. I say, listen, you accomplished it. You're merely stating facts. Yes, I am going to celebrate my wins. I don't care what you say, baby. I am going to celebrate my wins. So just remember that overcoming imposter syndrome, listen, this is a journey. Remember, I said it's not instant. So this is a journey and it takes effort. Woo! And sometimes a lot of effort, a lot of effort. But by implementing these 7 steps, listen, you can start building a healthier mindset and you can gain the confidence that you deserve. No matter what, believe in yourself and your abilities. You are capable of achieving great things. And this is what I focus on this show, the Sheila C Hill Show. I want you to reach your dreams. But sometimes if we don't deal with this imposter syndrome, if we don't speak on it or bring it to light, it's going to be hard to reach our dreams. It's going to be hard to be successful and love it because you can be successful and not love it because you're dealing with imposter syndrome. Think somebody's going to pull the rug up under you any moment. Like, oh, she's a fraud. Get her, arrest her. No. So I want you to live a fullness of life and understand that you have value. Whew, I tell you, this was a good episode because listen, I'm in the process of this journey. Let's just be honest with you on that. So going through this process, I'm enjoying it because I'm learning more about myself and I'm learning of things, even why I think of the way I think or may doubt myself at times. So when you take this journey, please keep a little journal or write it in your notes so you can have something to build on. And you could also see how far you've come in this process as well. So thank you for joining in today. And I'm so glad that you're here. But if you like this episode, please like it and share it. But I want to know if you resonated with this topic and you have something to say about imposter syndrome and you've overcome it and you want to be a guest on the Sheila C Hill Show, please reach out to our team at the the Sheila C Hill Show.com and request the button at the top that says Be Our Guest. Or if you have an extraordinary story that you want to share to the world, because listen, baby, the Sheila C Hill Show is powered by the CTR Media Network, which reaches over 350 million listeners in over 100 countries. So, this is the platform that you want to be on to tell your story, to promote your business, to promote your products, whatever that you have that we can help get the word out. Please reach out to us, and we are here for you. And if you would like to sponsor a segment, you would like to buy an ad, reach out to us as well, and we would love to hear from you. We can create a great world together. I mean, where we can transform together, okay? Because listen, at the end of the day, we're going to be extra bad, all right? And bad, I mean good bad, all right? And we value your feedback. And if you have anything that you want to hear, we want to hear from you. So I want you to share your thoughts, share your suggestions for show ideas. Your input is so valuable, and I would really appreciate that. Listen, at the end of the day, don't hesitate to reach out to your sister, your girl, Sheila C. Hill. Thank you for checking in on today. And listen, at the end of the day, it's all about reaching our dreams. So, as I love to say, let's go, let's get it, let's get it, let's go. Until next time on the Sheila C. Hill Show. Let's go, baby. Woo!